Sometimes there are things in a program that we want to do repeatedly, multiple times, alright? For example, let's say that we have to print numbers from 1 to 1000. JavaScript provides us with what is called as a while loop to be able to do things repeatedly. And the structure of the while loop is something like this. We write the while keyword and then within brackets we put a logic expression which may evaluate to true or false values. And as long as the value is true, all the statements in the code block inside the while loop will be executed. So let's say that when the control comes to the while loop, the logic expression is evaluated, and if it evaluates to true, then all the statements inside the code block are executed one by one until it reaches the end of the code block, after which the logic expression is evaluated again. If it evaluates to true, then again all the statements in the code block are executed one by one. And this keeps on happening until the time the logic expression evaluates to false, in which case the control comes out of the while loop to the next statements if there are any. Now let's write a while loop to print numbers from 1 to 10. So what we do is that we can initialize a variable with a value of 1, and then in a while loop check if I is less than or equal to 10, and if it is, then inside the code block we can print the value of I. Okay, so as long as I ranges between 1 to 10, we will end up printing its value on the console. But if you look carefully, the value of I will always remain 1 because we are not changing the value. So after we print, we need to increment the value of I by 1. If we do not increment the value, we will have an infinite while loop because this logic condition will always hold good. So whenever you write a while loop, make sure that the control breaks and it gets out of the loop. Otherwise, you will have an infinite loop. And the most common mistake the beginners do is to miss out on statements like this one, which actually changes the value of the variable that we test on in the logic expression of the while loop. So just be careful that the while loop that you write must reach a breaking condition at some point.